Hi, Raisinville friends. It's Mrs. Sims, and I'm reading the book tonight, Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. And Mrs. Sims has the hiccups tonight, so if I hiccup, I'm sorry. So, Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. And it's written by Eric Litwin, and the art is by James Dean. So, here we go. So, our friend Pete the Cat. Here we go. Let's count his buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Bling, pop. Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. Look at that. 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. And then look at boing, pop. Oh no, another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? What do you think? 2. Did you guess that? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, 2 groovy buttons. And then we hear that boing, pop. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? What do you think? He had 2 and 1 popped off. How many's left? Let's see. Did you guess it? You're right. 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons. Let's see. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. And then look at this. Boing, pop. Oh, no. The last button popped off and rolled away. So how many buttons does Pete have left? There's our hint. What do you think? 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, I still have my belly button. There it is. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing and rolling with it. Pete the Cat's a good cat. And let's count his buttons one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because buttons come and buttons go. The end. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Good night, young 5s and kindergarten and 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th graders. Mrs. Sims read kind of late tonight. It's 8:30. So get your pajamas on, brush your teeth, get ready for bed, and take care. And we'll talk to you soon. Miss you. Love you all. Miss your smiles. Bye.